Obviously become very big in the UK and around Europe, but the US was still out of reach until obviously the moment. Don't you forget about me. Keith Forsey wrote this, or part wrote
Mm,
this,
mm.
and originally I saw it was offered to Brian Ferry to sing, but he turned it down.
Yeah, there's Brian Ferry, David Bowie, Psychedelic Furs. Can't remember. There's another artist as well turned it down. So I think four people turned it down before us. So it got to us, and we were like, "Well, we write our own songs. You know, we don't really record other people's songs, but we give it a try." And we got in, gave it a try, put our magic to it, and you know, that was the result. It was the first take. You know, we just went in there, mic'd everything up, got a great sound, and we're running through, and I done this kind of breakdown in the middle just to kind of lighten the song down a bit, or to have a bit more of a light and shade, and came out, and we I came out with this feel to bring everything back in, and the rest is history.
You actually met with John Hughes. This was after the message went back from Jim that listen, we don't do songs that other people write. But
Mm.
you actually met with John Hughes, and you actually watched the film as well at the time. What was John Hughes like?
He was a very gracious person, a complete gentleman. He's quite flamboyant. But he was a good guy, you know, and the film is great as well. I mean, the film is iconic now, but it was a great situation to be in, and and it proved to be successful.
Keith Forsey actually flew over to Scotland as well, didn't he?
That's right.
To actually make sure the deal was done, and you did do it.
Yeah.
I mean, and it is the rest they say. I mean, the film was great, and it still is now. Did they actually want to put Alive and Kicking in as well?
I'm not sure about that. I don't think so. I think I don't think it was there was any inclusion of other songs. I think it was just that track, um, which was going to be for the soundtrack, and it top.
The La La La
Yeah,
bit,
yeah,
the placeholder.
yeah.
Uh, Stuck in there because there were no words to cover it. And then when you listen back to it, it's like, well, actually, this sounds pretty good. Let's just keep this in. I mean, these little moments are the moments that create the history.
That's right. Absolutely. I think without those moments, I think the song wouldn't have been the same. I think if somebody else covered it, I think they don't. I don't think they would have adjusted the arrangements. I think they would have just played it as is. But being as we're a band, we experimented.
Did you think that it was going to be the hit that it became? I mean, when you listened to it back, you saw the film, were you surprised at just how huge that song was?
Yeah, I was. I mean, it's a great song anyway. I mean, it is a really iconic song, but I didn't think it was going to be as big as it was. And to top the charts in America was a real achievement with that.
Did you meet Molly Ringwald?
We did, yes, because we played no, it wasn't a benefit concert. It was a kind of anniversary concert, and the whole front row was Molly Ringwald, Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, J Lo, and it was in Las Vegas, and I just remember at the time it was just like incredible seeing all those people, and they were really fans of "Don't You Forget About Me," fans of the Breakfast Club, and it was great. Yeah, Molly Ringwald's a lovely person.